It's me again, Susie. I want to let you know the reason I tell you the stories about these men is because they're real life experiences. And if any of their individual problems touch you, resonate with you, you've come to the right place. It takes a while to tell all the stories, but sit back and relax. I'm going to tell you today about Walt. He was a massage client of mine, came one time, showed up with a baseball cap, about 6'5", showed up with a baseball cap, uh, shoulder length hair, bushy. His beard and mustache was so big, it grew all the way to his eyes and down and covered his chin. And I knew the first time I saw him that he was hiding, not particularly for anybody other than himself. I gave him a massage. He saw my ad on, I think it was on Craigslist at the time, for my class, and he called me. He said, Susie, I came to see you once for a massage. Can I see you for the classes? I said, sure, come on over to the house. Cottage I had in the woods in Chattanooga. He hadn't changed. He was still buried under his hat, his hair, and his mask, and he wore 3 times oversized clothes. That's hiding. He doesn't want people to know what's going on inside of him. And like I said, I shoot from the hip. It's the only way I know how to be honest in my life and live my life on a day-to-day basis. And I don't do it to be cruel, but I hate beating around the bush, and I hate people that beat around. Well, I don't hate the people. I just hate the fact of beating around the bush to, try to navigate and find out where I am. Just tell me straight on. I can handle it. And I had him sit down in the recliner, and I said, I'm not going to give you the lesson today. I need to tell you a few things I know about you. I know that you're hiding from yourself. This is what I need you to do if you want to take the class. You don't have to. You don't have to come back. You don't have to acknowledge or even tell me that I'm right. I'm telling you my viewpoint. If you want to learn from me, you have to be prepared and be able to channel your energy into taking the lessons, channel your thought process. Even if you've never done it before, I can show you how to do that and stay focused with no excuses. That's really hard to do for people who live their life one excuse after another. And I said, if you want to come back and see me, and I'd really love to help you. You have to be willing to be somewhat vulnerable, because that's the only way we can be truthful is if we expose, I don't mean sexually, but if we expose to anybody, I don't mean you have to go into great, big, damn long detail about every single thing that's happened to your life. Just be willing to learn, and you can't be willing to learn if you're shut off and hiding. So I need you to cut your hair. Doesn't have to be short. Just need to cut your hair so I know you're trying to take care of yourself. I need this in order to teach you, so I can tell that you're listening to me, and so I can see your face. You get to see mine. I need you to trim your beard, most especially away from your eyes, and take off your hat when you come to somebody's house. And he looked right at me. Of course, he said, well, yeah, I'll do that. I knew he wouldn't, but when you hide from yourself and you live in your own lies, you haven't yet learned how to be secure enough to tell the truth to anybody, just anybody. And I'm willing to help you. And he called me about 3 weeks later, and he said, I had to bring my son back. Well, he's not my son. He's my wife's son. But he made a mess of his life, so I had to bring him home so he'd have a place to live. He listed all the problems that bringing this kid home would create in their home. I said, Walt, those are still excuses, sweetheart. When you get ready, when you've hit a point of no return, I'm still here. I'm always here. I'm willing to listen. And I'm willing to listen to all of you too. We can set up a Zoom. You can call me on the phone. I have been there in the trenches. And I'll tell you stuff about you and about men and about women that you had no idea. about. Anyway, I wish you the best every day. Thanks for coming to see me. Bye.